Hey everyone, I'm just a couple minutes late because this beauty here is distracting me. There's a beautiful deer right here on the side of our house. She got startled because she heard some neighbors and she came over here. And I know she can hear me, but she's kind of used to my voice, I guess. Hey sweetie. Hey buddy. Her ears are flicking. She knows I'm right here. Okay, anyway, we have to get started here. Hi everyone, let me know where you're from. I'm speaking more quietly than usual because I don't want her to be totally startled. But let me know where you're from and we can get started. Of course, you can share this video right now. You can share it with your peeps so people can watch it while we are live. Of course, they can watch it later on because it will be saved on Facebook. Hey Amanda, can you see one of our babies? She's completely fixated on something over there. I don't know what it is. But anyway, it's a really beautiful morning here in Northern California. The sun is out and I'm outside and it feels really good to be outside. Okay, I'm backing away slowly. Backing away slowly and getting ready to say hello to everybody. Flip the camera around. Hey everyone, welcome, 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 welcome. I think maybe the deer is here because she wants to know about some vegan makeup as well. So let me flip around, see if you can see me okay. And hello, 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 hello. Wait, it's a little crooked. It's crooked. All right, there we are. So we've got Amanda. I know where she lives. In California here, and Santa Rosa. We've got Cindy in Southern Oregon. We've got Michelle, hello, in New Hampshire. Megan in Pittsburgh. Hi everyone, good morning, good morning. Hi Lynn, you're so sweet. Happy Catterday everybody. Hi everyone. So very excited to share with you some new finds. And again, just to let you know, you can share this video right now with folks. Hello Sydney from Florida. And I hope you're all well on this beautiful Saturday morning. And you can go to joyfulvegan.com as always to join the mailing list, but also to subscribe to the blog because I've been blogging, which is very new for me. I've never considered myself a blogger. I still don't. I don't know if I ever will, but as an author and as a podcaster, I guess someday I'll have to claim my bloggingness. Hello, Lisa from Pennsylvania and Douglas. Hello, welcome everybody. This is an opportunity for you to ask me any questions you have. I'm certainly open to that. I'm not going to spend the whole time talking about makeup. So if you are a man and don't care about makeup, if you're a woman and don't care about makeup, I'm not going to be talking about makeup a lot. I do not consider myself a girly person at all. So talking about makeup on a live video is a little weird for me because I don't really talk about my makeup routine a lot. Isn't this beautiful? I was given this mug by an artist. She made this for me. Isn't that beautiful? From Stacy. I love my mug. And I'm drinking, oh my God, I'm just loving the zero waste adventure. So I've got some really exciting news to share with you. I can't reveal it yet, but we're working on a really, really special Christmas CPG trip. Christmas in Europe with CPG. That's me. And I'm really excited to share it with you, but I can't share it with you yet. So if you are interested, make sure you are following me here. Make sure you're on the mailing list so you can hear about it. Are you remotely interested in a Christmas in Europe CPG trip? Of course, everything's vegan. These are kind of incredible trips. These are intimate groups, small groups, where in the last several trips, people have talked about how they've made lifelong friends. So it's pretty exciting. So that's number one, is making, well, I guess it's number 5. I don't know. I've said a lot of things already. So make sure you're on the mailing list to get information about that. So on this zero waste, plastic free, and again, gather your questions so I can answer them. And remember, your questions will help someone else. So don't be shy. On this zero waste quest, of course, this is not just about replacing everything that's plastic with something that's considered a sustainable product or a sustainable material, because I think really in the end, you know, unless it can really break down, really compost, you know,
we really want to reduce our consumption of things. At least that's my perception of this endeavor. That's my experience. That's my my goal. It's not just to replace everything, but there's certain things I'm not going to live without. I'm not going to live without makeup. You don't want me to live without makeup. so I want to make sure that I find versions of the things that I really want to keep in my life. And there's certain necessities obviously as well, but getting them in such a way that they're not plastic. I mean, to me, this whole zero waste endeavor goes hand in hand with plastic free. You can't really do zero waste without really endeavoring to be plastic free. And I will say this a million times, just like with being vegan, don't do nothing because you can't do everything, do something, anything. It's not about being perfect. It's about doing the best we can. But if we aspire to something like living zero waste, if we aspire to living vegan in this imperfect world, we're going to get really, really far. So I started researching companies that would be vegan, cruelty free, zero waste, plastic free, and I found a company. And it's not just there are other companies, but like obviously I want to like the products as well, and I found a company whose products I really like, and you get to benefit too, because you get a discount, 15% discount on these products when you buy them using a code that I'm going to give you at the end of this video. So stay tuned, watch it, and I'll give you the website so that you can type it in there in the comments. Is everybody ready? So I don't wear a lot of makeup. I don't wear foundation. I don't wear a lot, but I do wear, blush and bronzer and eye makeup and that kind of thing. So this company that I found, so beautiful. Again, cruelty-free, vegan, and toxic-free, gluten-free for those who are celiacs, and packaged in sustainable packaging. And the name of the company is Elate. And you can see that there, and it's just absolutely beautiful. So the packages are bamboo, as you can see, not plastic. This particular one is a little bronzer. And I really don't like talking about my my own self, but I've got some of the bronzer on right now if you're interested. Thank you, Bobby. And the website is elatebeauty.com. And if anyone can confirm that for me, I'd appreciate it, but it's elatebeauty.com. I know. The packaging is absolutely beautiful. Here's a mascara in a bamboo packaging, not plastic. I'll show you kind of at the end the table I have here of all of it, because it's also pretty. Here's one of the lipsticks. I got this really pretty red lipstick. I don't usually wear it, but I really like the color. I really like the color. I usually get very muted colors, but I put this on and I was like, I think I like this. So you may see me with some more color on my lips. And I also got this really pretty one. This is just a kind of a more subtle color. I know, the packaging is absolutely beautiful, and there's more. I have some more to share, and this is the one I'm wearing right now, just like a really pretty pink. Their colors are so pretty. When you go to their website and you check out their colors are absolutely beautiful. And the names of the colors are really pretty too. This is Bloom, this one is Becoming, and the other one is Blaze. Blaze must be the really bright one. Yeah, it's the really bright one. So that's Blaze. So if there's anything you want in particular, let me know. Thank you, Lisa. elatebeauty.com, confirmed. And I just love it. I just love the packaging. I love the etching. So that's the bronzer. There's also some glass packaging. And of course the tops are plastic, and I don't know that you could really get around that. So I'm going to find out from my recycling in Oakland if I can recycle these plastic tops. If not, TerraCycle is a company that when you're not sure of a particular substance, material, if it can be recycled or not through your municipality, you can basically buy a box and send it to TerraCycle, and they kind of send it to the places where it can be recycled. So I put that on my website. Again, that's at joyfulvegan.com. And they tend to work with companies, so they have large volumes of these things, but you can gather with friends and neighbors, and you can put together a collection of either beauty items, toiletries, household cleaning products, and put them all together and send them to TerraCycle. There are certain ones that are free, like I think there's a Tom's of Maine one, but you have to kind of apply for it. And those that you can't, that they're full, you can pay for the box. So it's worth it if you pay like $50 for a box to send a bunch of household goods that you're not sure you can recycle in your municipality. You can, like, you know, pitch in with a bunch of friends and wind up paying, I don't know, $10 to ship a box to be properly recycled. Angela says she only wears makeup, lipstick, and she'll check it out. And so yes, I didn't mention that it is a Canadian company, but they do ship to the US, and they have free shipping over a certain amount. So that's pretty cool. And if you buy a whole palette here, you're good for a long time. The colors are very rich, and the colors are they stay on. That's one of the things I love as well. So here's one of the things that's really fun. So they've got some in the packaging. This is just like a highlighter, like a I forget what it's called because I never wear makeup. What do you call it? A cream revealer, it says, you know, just like a little concealer kind of thing. And then they also have foundation. So I don't have any foundation on right now. I don't really wear foundation. It makes me feel like I'm wearing too much makeup. But, you know, if there's a special occasion and I really want to wear it, I've got that option. Angela says she's in Canada, so it's perfect. Yes, they are Canadian. Beth says, looking at the Late website as I'm listening to you, really pretty cheek colors. Yes, so let me show you the cheek colors. This is so exciting. So, oh, I love this so much. So one of the things, so I showed you the bronzer that came in this. There's another kind of powder that comes in this. But then there's also these pressed eye colors. And there's pressed cheek colors. And check this out, because these little packets that they come in are seed paper. So you can actually plant these little envelopes. You can plant these envelopes and they're wildflowers. And it actually says, doesn't say what kind. So it says it's seed paper, and you can plant your seed paper under 1/8 inch of soil, keep it moist and in the sun to grow wildflowers. How cool is that? Well, everything's vegan, of course. I wouldn't be talking about a non-vegan company. So everything's vegan, everything's plant-based, everything's natural, non-toxic, gluten-free, and everything is of course, cruelty-free. It's not tested on animals. But check this out. So here's one of the pressed eye colors. You're gonna love this. I love this because I think it's just adorable. And they're just small little pressed eye colors. And then there's the pressed cheek color. So check this out. And I have a little bit of this on as well, just kind of right in the apple of my cheek. This one here. Look how pretty that color is. And the way to keep those is in this beautiful case, this beautiful bamboo case that's magnetized. So what you do is you put your pressed eye color and your pressed cheek color in these in this little case. Molly, you're asking if the seeds are vegan? I don't know what you mean. Why wouldn't they be vegan friendly? I'm not sure what you mean. So you take this little guy. Now I have quite a few eye colors because I really just wanted to get a bunch of eye colors, and so now you've got a little palette. Okay, Redden, I just don't know. I just don't know what you mean if they're vegan friendly. Look how pretty those colors are. One of the things I like also is, as you know, these are makeup professionals. One of the things they have on their website, and you can see this on their website, is they have color suggestions for the color of your eyes. So it's for blue eyes, brown eyes, green eyes. They have color suggestions for which eye makeup to get. They also have for every skin tone, and it also tells you. So they also have some samples. You can get some samples from them if you want to just check out different colors. So again, this is Elate Cosmetics. Hi, for those who are just joining us. Hi, Janie. And you're going to get a discount. I mean, 15% is a pretty substantial discount. And then, like I said, they have free shipping over a certain amount to anywhere, but they definitely ship in the United States. Molly says, I meant the products vegan, but you answered. Then I was saying the seeds are cute. Got it. Okay. It was just like, what are you talking about? So here's another product. This is a really pretty eye liner, liquid eyeliner, which I really like. And I have some of this on too. Very thin little little brush. So that is prettiest just container. And as I already showed you, the mascara, which I'm wearing, and it's so lovely. It's not like clumpy or anything like that. It's just so beautiful. So that is Elate Cosmetics. And what else can I show you? That's pretty much it. I've got a number of different colors. I might have to get another case because I have a lot of eye color that I got. The cheek color I showed you, and then there's another cheek color here. Okay, so I got this one as well to just try it, and it's a little more on the taupe kind of muted side. But that really pretty pinkish red one I really like. So I have the bronzer on. That's all I put on my face. I put some of the concealer on. I put some of the bronzer on, and then I put just a little bit of the cheek color, just the tiniest bit. And then I have, oh, and let me show you one more. I have one more thing to show you. Let me see what your questions are. Christine said, I just got on. We'll watch the whole thing when I'm done. You should. I'm only seeking skincare, no makeup. I am technologically challenged though. Lynn, so yeah, I haven't ventured into the skincare zero-free realm yet. To be honest, I probably will keep that very simple and just use plants. Right now, I pretty much just use coconut butter on my face. I don't really use anything special. Like I said, I do not consider myself a girly person or a beauty person at all. I have no patience for the time it takes to get ready. I really hate it. And I hate, like, just the whole routine. Like I don't like it. Although it was really sweet. I watched the video on Elate's website today, and she was talking about how she wants it to be a ritual for women to feel, you know, beautiful and to really enjoy that process. And I actually have been enjoying the time it takes to put this on, but some of it's because I'm just trying it. And full disclosure, Elate sent me these products at my request, but I genuinely recommend them and love them. So again, vegan, cruelty-free, toxic-free, plastic-free, and zero waste, and I love them. I just absolutely love it. So got it, Lynn. Got it. I understand. Oh, so the one more thing I wanted to show you was the other product that I really love, or products. Well, I guess products, but different colors. They have, so besides the pressed eye color, they also have the loose eye color, and it's Twinkle. So if you can see, it's a little sparkly. Again, I don't know. I should just get someone else to model all of this, but look how pretty that is. Look how pretty. So this is called their Twinkle loose eye color. So when you're shopping, you can look for the Twinkle loose eye color, and this particular color is Gifted. I love the names of these. So that's Gifted. For me, I got Buff for the concealer. Just very light. There's also another color. No, sorry. There's Buff and there's Porcelain. I got Porcelain for myself, even though I do have, I do tan and I do have a darker skin color than some of my other Irish friends, but because I have Italian in me. So I go with the Porcelain. The Buff might be a little too dark for under my eyes, but I'll try it. And then I'm wearing, the bronzer I'm wearing is Golden Glow, the loose mineral bronzer, and then I also got a powder, but I'm not wearing the powder right now, and that's called Veiled Elation. And then the colors I'm wearing are a variety of different colors. A little bee just landed on my stand. And the Twinkle loose eye color, the one that I'm wearing right now, is Gifted, and then there's also another one I got, which is so pretty, and that's Celebrate. Isn't that pretty? Really pretty pink. The colors are just absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? I know. So do you have any other questions? I need to get another case because, so yeah, again, look how pretty. I love it. I don't get excited about makeup, but I actually am really excited about makeup, and it's so pretty. I'm going to show you what this looks like all on the table here because it's super pretty. Christine says I have so much old makeup that I'm no longer using. Any suggestions for what to do with it in the most environmentally friendly way? Yes. So a couple things. You know, a lot of it is just kind of really finding out from your municipality what they accept to recycle. You know, I have some as well, and I'm just going to kind of whittle down what I have. You know, some of it's pencils, but some of it's like, you know, Body Shop, and I'm going to reach out to them and find out. They might have a recycling program. So if it's with a company you can reach out to. And then in the meantime, for David and I right now, anything that's questionable that we're not sure about, whether it can be recycled here in our city, we're putting in a box separately, and then I'm going to check the TerraCycle website to see if any of the if there's an option for, you know, cosmetics. So that's what I'm doing right now, kind of figuring out how to you know, recycle some of the things that are questionable. For instance, razors. You know, what do you do with razors once they're done? Do they just go into a landfill? Do they go into, you know, a special recycling, whatever? So, like, again, this conscientious vegan person never thought about razors before. And now all I think about is plastic. So, so it's really crazy. So yeah, so I know the mug is so beautiful, isn't it, Melissa? I feel terrible. If someone types in like Stacy Pottery Vegan Studio, because maybe she has something on the bottom. No, I don't see it. You can get any mug or anything custom made by her. She's so talented and it's so beautiful. And she sent this to me as a gift. So it has my name here, and then it has Speak Your Truth, because, you know, I believe in speaking your truth. So if someone could type in, or just do a little search for Stacy, possibly with no E, Vegan Pottery Studio, because I think the name of her pottery studio is something like Pottery Studio in the name of it. If someone could find that, that would be great if you can add the link to it so people can see it. Okay, so the code for you. Yes, it is. It is the mug on the cover of my podcast graphic. Well done, Molly. Yes, well done. Yes. And it was a bummer because we weren't really paying attention when we were taking the photo. I just wanted to have this photo because obviously we had a teapot in front of me, and I was like, oh, let's put this mug in the photo. And I think you can't. I think I'm covering up Speak Your Truth. Well, I don't care if you saw Colleen. It was Speak Your Truth I wanted people to see, and I think I covered it up in the photo. Anyway, the code for you to get 15% off from Elate Cosmetics, elatebeauty.com is, wait for it, Joyful Vegan. Joyful Vegan. So all you need to do now, if you have trouble, because we're just, you know, this is pretty recent, and I want to make sure they have the code already there. If you have trouble, if you're starting to check out and you put that code in and you notice that you don't get the 15% off, hang on. Let us know. Write to me at support@joyfulvegan.com, and we'll just make sure it's all set up. They might not have set it up this quickly because I don't know if they knew that I was going to be sharing this with you this quickly. So, Earth to Stacy on Etsy. I'm not sure, Bobby. Does it look like it has? It might. She may have changed. She may have changed the name from. I mean, she gave me this mug years ago, so possibly. I know she sells on Etsy. If it looks like this style, then it would be Stacy. Well done. Thanks for doing that. I really appreciate it. I can't do it here. So, do you have any other questions for me? We are taking a walk to the farmer's market, because this is what we do every Saturday. I've already worked out. I've already run 5 miles. David finally got up. He's still recovering from his cold. And I had a beautiful ciabatta made for him because he loves bread so much. And then we're heading to, he's at least feeling a little better today, but we have a concert up in Napa this evening. We're meeting some friends, so that is what is in store for us today, and I'm excited to have this lovely day. And yeah, so if you have any other questions, I can certainly answer them. And like I said, if you're interested in this Christmas in Europe with CPG this Christmas 2018, make sure you're joining the mailing list. You can write to support@joyfulvegan.com and say, yes, you're very interested. It's very exciting. So Amanda, I am in the middle of exploring options for shampoo and conditioner, etc. some of this is going to just be really challenging because I'm going to have to let go of certain things, or I'm just going to have to basically compromise my values because there's certain products that I really love. Now, my whole intention is to be as plastic free as possible, but and I know Aveda, so Aveda is the products I use. I love Aveda so much. And I know the containers they have are recyclable, but like I've said, my intention isn't to like just count on recycling for everything. And that's, I think, where I was guilty of all these years that I said, no, I don't really produce a lot of waste, whatever. I was probably putting everything in the recycling bin, thinking that it was just going to somewhere that was some, I don't know, some heaven, some plastic heaven. So the Aveda products, their hair products that are in the softer, larger containers are recyclable, and they're from recycled material. The ones that are in the smaller shampoo and conditioner containers, and they're kind of harder, I think they're also recyclable, but what I am going to do now, this isn't perfect, but I have a number of Aveda salons near me, and I buy from them all the time. One of them is a salon owner. I used to get my hair cut from her very briefly, so I don't know if she's gonna not want to help me because I'm not getting my hair cut from her anymore. But I was gonna talk to her about possibly coming in and getting my shampoo and conditioner refilled from her, kind of pump that they use when they wash people's hair. I realize that means she's still buying plastic, but I'm not, I'm trying to do what I can. It's when you buy in bulk, anything like that, you're at least still reducing the number of bottles that are being produced and being sent to recycling or landfill. So I'm going to see if she's willing to do that. And other than that, shampoo, I could probably figure that one out. It's the conditioner because I have very difficult hair. Melissa, let me see. Melissa's talking, yes, because I know Melissa's zero free. Christine says it's overwhelming now. I've started to be aware of this. I know. I keep likening this to being a new vegan. I feel like a new vegan who is noticing things like when you first become vegan. I mean, one of the stages that I talk about is, the voracious consumption of information, this validation, but also just kind of noticing that everywhere you look, there's animal products, and you just can't believe it, and you're just overwhelmed by how big this problem is. And that's why we have to come back to, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't do nothing because we can't do everything. It's completely self-defeatist to be like, well, the issue's too big, so I'm not going to do anything at all. That's stupid. It's just stupid. So, so like with being vegan, at this point, all I see is plastic everywhere I turn. And yeah, it's overwhelming, and it's also exciting. So I really love the challenge. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really grateful David's on board. I was talking to a friend last night, and she said the hardest thing is her partner is, she's like, he's just not getting it. It's just too difficult. And I reminded her that she became vegan before he did. She was the inspiration for him. She made it look easy, and she kind of figured out all the challenges for them so he could just kind of plug in. So luckily David is on board, and he's really doing the best he can. He's not as obsessed about it as I am, because he came home with like a snack, like in a bag, because he'd just been traveling, and I'm like, don't bring this into the house. So he's doing the best he can, but we have to try. Yes, Nina, I know. I love Aveda everything. I love everything they make. Michael says, I ordered these awesome reusable bamboo paper towels from Amazon recently. Probably overall, I'll come out ahead, even with Amazon's box. These things are great, washable, and after first wash, they get even softer. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. So yeah, as far as, and I'll do more on the kitchen stuff, obviously, as well, and on the bathroom stuff, because we just switched to a tree-free toilet paper, and it's softer than the recycled toilet paper that I've been getting for years. And it's funny, David was just talking, we were just talking with some friends, that he's like, I have to say, when we travel and there's not the recyclable toilet paper, he's like, I have to say the toilet paper is a lot softer. And I was like, yeah, well, too bad, suck it up, because we're not getting Charmin or anything stupid like that. So I am in an effort to, again, be plastic free. We've been getting Green Forest that comes in like a big package that's all plastic. And then of course I open that up and I put all of the toilet paper bits in our cupboard and it's all, you know, just loose, but it comes in plastic. Now I think 7th generation comes in individually wrapped. The toilet paper comes individually wrapped, but I didn't like 7th generation. I think it's more expensive too. I haven't explored it in years, but what we found, or I found, was, or inspired by other zero waste bloggers, is a tree-free toilet paper that actually is much softer than the recycled toilet paper, and it's from Emerald, and I got it from Amazon, and it's all individually wrapped, and I can compost that paper that it's wrapped in. It's wrapped in paper, and of course I compost then the tubes from there. Paper towels I have completely put downstairs, and unless my cats have some crazy vomit session, I'm not using paper towels at all. And again, I was someone who's like, I don't really use a lot of paper towels. Well, guess what? I was. And now we're just using towels. We're using sponges more. I love what Michael's talking about, these reusable bamboo paper towels, but I'm just not using anything all the single waste, single use stuff, which is what creates so much waste. Melissa said, admittedly, I don't like their bar conditioner, but Lush has shampoo and conditioner bars. Okay. I've seen other vegan shampoo bars online and locally at farmers markets, but I don't remember the brands. Good to know, Melissa. That's going to be a whole new adventure. It's going to be a whole adventure, because once I found Aveda, I was just really happy because it really loves my hair. But I will definitely look at something like Lush's conditioner bars. I'll check it out. Molly says, yeah, how do you feel about Lush, such as the bars? They tend to have little or no packaging. It's true, Molly. I was talking to Melissa on another Facebook Live at one point, and I just haven't used enough Lush products to really speak to it. So it's going to be time to check out some Lush products, because I love that they're like very free of packaging. And Melissa said, which is true of pretty much any of their bulk products. I wish I was being zero waste. I try. I know you are. You do really well. Christine says, but I'm so thankful to you for helping me see this problem too. Thanks, Christine. I'm inspired by so many people who've opened my eyes to this, and it's funny because I was talking to my friend Bridie. She's our travel companion, and she's who we organize the vegan CPG trips with. And I remember when we were in Botswana last year. God, was it last year? Wow, when was it? No, it was 2016. My God, the time flies. We were talking about zero waste, and I remember just being like, oh, it's so overwhelming, blah, blah, blah. And then I just didn't really do anything about it. And something inspired me in this last, a couple months ago to just really give this a shot. And I started looking at some zero waste bloggers, and boom, like that was it. And it's been really exciting. So we will be talking about zero waste at the Compassion in Action conference coming up in August in Oakland here. So if you guys are interested in joining us, it's going to be one of the topics, just because, again, Compassion in Action is all about manifesting our values in our daily behavior. And we'll be talking about communication, advocacy, turning your advocacy into a career. And we'll talk about zero waste as well. Melissa says, you've opened my eyes to some things I hadn't thought of. Bummed I can't get bulk tofu locally, and I don't think driving 100 miles to avoid packaging makes sense. Yeah, it's constantly weighing things. I was even not really eating a lot of tofu because until I was able to find it in bulk, I wasn't going to buy it in plastic. And then I was like, okay, I have to learn how to make tofu from scratch. I wasn't really excited about that because it's more complicated than, say, making tempeh from scratch. So having found the bulk tofu at Berkeley Bowl, but I know there's a lot of other places that have it too, and I'm just excited to find more of them. It does mean, in some cases kind of going to different stores, but I walk to a lot of places, and it doesn't bother me to go to a couple different stores to find what I'm looking for. That personally doesn't bother me. Lisa says, I'm vegan for 10 years. I dislike packaging so much, and plastic is awful. I don't know how to get away from it. Well, Lisa, follow my blog at joyfulvegan.com, because that's what I'm doing. And I've been vegan, for a long time, and I've been a conscientious and conscious person who considers herself an environmentalist in every way. And I had so many improvements to make. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm excited to share it with all of you. So keep checking the joyfulvegan.com blog, and I'm going to be talking about it in podcast. Of course, this isn't going to be everything I talk about, but it is definitely some things. And it's because I care about animals. I mean, this is an extension of my being vegan. My being vegan is a reflection of my values of compassion and kindness. And I don't want to contribute to cruelty or harm or violence where I can avoid it. And so me trying to avoid plastic and me trying to just simplify things is really just an extension of my concern for animals and for this earth. You know, I've been thinking a lot about how much we inconvenience every other being on this planet because we want convenience, and that's just not good enough for me. So yeah, is it more convenient to just buy something that's in plastic? Is it more convenient to not go to 3 different stores? Yes, but the consequences of my behavior are real, and the consequences of my purchases are real, and they're grave for everybody else who's affected by my behavior. So me just, you know, having a little convenience, it's just not worth it if it means that someone else is going to be harmed by that behavior. So it's worth just giving it a try. And there's a lot of little things we can do, and that's why I'm sharing this with you to help give you resources as well. So Janie, the toilet paper brand is Emerald. EMERALD. So if someone wants to write that down, that'd be great. Hello, Roberto. Send a kiss. Mwah. And Melissa says dish rags and old shirts, socks for cleaning instead of disposable sponges and paper towels. For sure, for sure, for sure. Christine says I switched to microfiber towels and just heard how bad they are. I know. Fibers release into the air when laundered. I know. I know. I know. It's very difficult, but don't do nothing because you can't do everything. Do something, anything, everything matters. So don't give up, even if it's overwhelming. And this is there's a learning curve. And I know that when I get to the other side of a lot of these things, like the questions you're asking about shampoo and conditioner, you know, it's like being vegan. Once you get to the other side of it, it's effortless, but you have to go through the transition. And I'm going through the transition right now. And my husband's going through the transition with me. And we'll get to the other side of it. And then we just keep doing the best we can, you know. It's really hard because the experience that I had when we were just in Sedona, there were a couple times where I was just really frustrated because, you know, you try to do the best you can. And again, this is, I can't help continuing to liken it to being vegan, is there was, we were at a bar and it was a wine bar, and it wasn't, you know, it was like a wine bar. It wasn't like the nicest, it was a nice place. I think they thought they were a little nicer than they were, a little fancier than they thought they were, because we had some wine at the bar, and we were talking to a gentleman who was traveling there by himself, and I asked for some water. And we're at a bar where there's pint glasses everywhere because they had a ton of beers on tap. And he gave me the water for the 3 of us in plastic cups. And like, why would you think you'd have to ask for plastic, like for glassware? Like that's the kind of stuff that's frustrating to me. And that's, I think, where our education and our outreach and talking to restaurant owners is a help. So I'm writing to them, and it's been on my list since I got back. I haven't had a chance yet, but to write to them and say like, hey, your wine bar was adorable. We enjoyed the wine we had, and it was fun because I had some local Arizona wines, but really, like, you have pint glasses like behind the counter, and no, it doesn't take more resources to wash another pint glass versus the resources it takes to produce that plastic cup and then to actually dispose of it, and it's going to wind up in a landfill. So the resources are much greater for the plastic cup than for washing another pint glass. But I talk in one of the blog posts recently about, you know, kind of preemptively avoiding plastic. And it does mean, like, when you're being seated at a restaurant, just kind of walking in, you know, with a hostess and saying, you know, once you're seated at your table, saying, thanks so much. If they bring water, can you just make sure there's no straws in the water? So like that kind of preemptively takes care of it. But I might have to say, like, can you make sure that if there's water, that it's not in a plastic, you know, disposable, I mean, most restaurants wouldn't be a disposable cup, but I never thought that the bar would give me a disposable cup. So we just have to do, you know, our best. We just do our best. Molly says, I have to admit, I kind of thought this kind of thing wasn't really possible living in a major city, London, but you've really educated and inspired me to try it. Gosh, Molly, I think you have a better chance living in a major city because you have access. And it's going to be different for everybody wherever they live. Again, my friend Bridie, I was talking to her yesterday. She lives in Thailand. She lives in Bangkok. And it's a lot more difficult to get to get foods in bulk in Bangkok because of the weather, because things just go bad so quickly because the weather is just so humid and so hot. So it's going to change, you know, depending on where we live. And I'm encouraged by the stores I'm seeing open that are, you know, plastic free, you know, waste-free, zero-waste grocery stores. I mean, that's really exciting. So the more people are learning, the more people are demanding this of as consumers, I think the more changes we're going to see. Melissa says, it makes me so happy to see you addressing this issue. I came to veganism as an extension of my environmental and wildlife advocacy and have been pretty surprised, disappointed to see how little these issues matter to many vegan and animal rights folks. And then I can't see the rest of what you just said, Melissa. It says like, I'm guessing, and then I can't see the rest. But yeah, thank you. And you know, it's just like with everything, you know, this is why I've been saying, and at least I feel like I can stand by the things that I've been saying for years about non-vegans. Non-vegans are not walking around because they want to create malice and cruelty and violence. They're walking around with blinders on and, you know, completely conditioned and in their own habits because change is hard and they don't know what to do and it's overwhelming. And I do believe that. And so the work that I do is transition people and help them and guide them through the transition so it doesn't feel so overwhelming, so I can give them the resources they need to manifest their values, because I do believe they care. And here's another example. Like, I really am, I am an environmentalist. I'm an animal activist. I care about wildlife. I probably talk about wildlife more than other vegan advocates, or more than other animal advocates who just advocate for veganism and who just talk about pigs and cows. Like, I really care about all the animals on this earth and the planet as a whole. So, I consider myself a pretty conscious person, right? And I was walking around with blinders on, and I was walking around with a perception of myself that I wasn't creating a lot of garbage, that I wasn't creating a lot of harm, that I wasn't creating a lot of waste, and I was wrong. And so was I a bad person all those years? No. And just like the non-vegans are not, you know, like they don't lack compassion. They just don't have the resources. They don't have the awareness. They don't have the help. They don't have the support. I mean, there's just a lot that goes into having a consciousness shift. And so, and so I feel like I've had the consciousness shift. I hear a deer. Denise says, I want standardization of a line of glass containers. Hold on. Yeah, there was a deer. Did you hear that sound? That's a sound they make when they're distressed. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Yeah. That's a warning call they give when they're distressed or when they're worried about something. So I think because some neighbors are making some noise over there. Anyway, sorry about this, and I'm going to close right after this. I want a standardization of a line of glass containers where all companies have to reuse the same containers. Labels can change, but the base containers shouldn't be recycled after a single use. They should be sanitized and used again. Right on. Erica says, I'm just going to sit here and press heart and everything. Thanks, Erica. And on a side note, says Molly, some beautiful birdies in the background I hear. I know. Can you hear that? I love this time. I just love it. It's just beautiful. We had some rain, which was really good, but I just love when the sun comes out and the birds are singing. There's a bunch, and I'm terrible at identifying birds. And Melissa says, oh yeah, I've heard that when I accidentally spook them in my yard. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's an interesting sound. So on that note, I'm just going to show you, I'll show you what the palette looks like here so you can take a look and go to elatebeauty.com and enjoy your cosmetics. 15% off by putting in Joyful Vegan. Thanks for listening, everybody. I didn't expect to go on this long. My husband's probably like, I thought you were only going to be a half hour. We have to go. So let me show you what I have here as the crazy plane is overhead. Here's my tea. And here's everything. I will be, Molly. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do it. I have to figure out if I'm gonna do a whole zero waste episode or if I'm gonna break it up into different topics like I've been doing kind of on the blog. But isn't that pretty? It's just so much prettier than seeing like a whole bunch of plastic. I don't know. The lens through which I am looking has completely changed, and it's really a beautiful thing. So there it is. Let me open this up because it's so pretty. It's kind of hard to open. Hold on. It's hard to do with one hand. There's the palette. Very pretty. It's very beautiful. So thank Elate for what they're doing and support them. Check them out, get some samples, get your 15% off by putting in Joyful Vegan.
I don't think there's anything else to show you. I think the deer have left the building. I can see if they're on the side of the house, and then we'll just make our way to the end of it. They might be over by the water that I call the watering hole. I'll let you know if I see some deer here. No, there's nobody there. Oh no, there's somebody there. Want to see somebody? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Is that Atticus? No, I can't see. Let me see. It is Atticus. Hi, buddy. Let me see. Wait, is that you? Yes, that's Atticus. There's my handsome boy. Hi, buddy. Wait, no, it's not. Wait. Hi, sweetie. Nope, it's one of the babies. That's possibly Hadrian? That's possibly Hadrian. There he is. No, wait, shoot. I can't. Let me see your face. No, that's definitely Atticus. Hi, sweetie. No other deer would be this comfortable coming over. Hi, sweet handsome boy. Don't be scared of the squirrels. The squirrels jump around like little maniacs. Hi, handsome. Do you want some water? Here's some water. You're getting lots of hearts, Atticus. You're getting lots of hearts. You want some water? What is it? What is it? It's hard, Melissa. Atticus, I've just known him for so long, and he's got, oh, it's just really hard. He just lost his antlers, being now winter, and after. Atticus, did you get any ladies? Are you gonna make any babies? So once they go through the rut, they lose their antlers. I know, Erica, it's amazing. He's just amazing. Hi, buddy. Handsome. Handsome. Let me zoom in on your beautiful face. Can I zoom in on you? Very handsome. So this is the watering hole because there's water there. I just freshened it up this morning before my run. And there's water there and there's water there. So they get lots of water. There's a salt lick that they like as well. You know, Lori, it's a magical place. We feel very grateful to live here. It was a real gift to find this place. I can hear my husband doing the dishes. Hi, handsome. I know, he's doing the dishes. How you doing the dishes? What's up? I don't have anything. No, I don't. This is the closest I come. I don't touch him or anything like that. I mean, he probably would come up to me if I had food in my hand or something, but I'm not inviting that, obviously. But look, I mean, this is where they live. This is where we live. I mean, we all live among one another, so they're used to me, and there's nothing wrong with that because they are urban wild animals, and you know, the houses are like right here. So, I know, it's very handsome. I can't stop filming because you're just beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna step away now. Okay? You have a lovely day. Go see all your friends. His brother died 2 years ago. His brother was Athens. But, so yeah, I've known him since he was born. All right, buddy. You go off and have a lovely day. They are, Michelle, they are just incredible. Is anybody else over there? Nope. Okay, everybody, for the animals, like Atticus, thank you for watching. Talk to you soon.